Yeah.
So you're dressed in cage, you got your zone all right.
So it's going to be.
Okay, Jeff, I'm going to get started. Good morning. Welcome to the July 12th special council meeting. Today we just have a couple of items on our agenda. So with that, City Clerk, please take roll call. Wherever she is.
Okay. County. Bose, whoops.
Here. I think I got cut off.
Okay, you're not coming through.
It was supposed to be on. Red is on, remember? Okay, sorry, we had a malfunction back here. Boson.
Here.
Mandelbaum.
Here.
Gatto.
Here.
Westergaard.
Here.
Gray.
Here.
Boss.
Here.
Your Honor, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Next is approving the agenda as presented and or amended.
Move.
Thank you. Pardon me? Okay, we want a voice vote. Voice vote for yes, please.
Aye. Aye.
Okay. Next is our hearing on appeal by Fairway Stores, Inc. of denial of site plan and type 2 design alternatives for property at 2716 Beaver Avenue and 2723 41st Place. Our choices are to choose alternative A or B. Do we have anyone from the public that would like to speak?
The applicants first.
Pardon me?
Applicants first.
The applicant, I'm sorry, is the applicant present? I'm just going off my written notes here.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Thank you. My name is Garrett Picklaff. I'm with Fairway Stores. With me is Kobe Pritchard from Fairway, and then Scott and Austin also with Fairway. I will just give you a brief overview of how I think we got here, what we were tasked to do, and how I think we've accomplished that. And if there are any difficult questions, I'll defer to these three gentlemen sitting right here. In sum, planning and zoning tasked us to go back and reevaluate our building and essentially give it more of a Beaverdale look and give it more of an urban feel. And I feel that Fairway feels that we have done that. In our discussions with city staff, it's been very interactive. I feel like it's been fantastic, actually. We decreased the spandrel glass, which, if you remember, there was a lot of mirrored glass along the exterior windows. We've decreased that glass on the northeast and west side. We've given more ornamental red brick to the exterior to give it more of a Beaverdale feel. And we've also then increased the transparency with heightened windows, and we've increased the transparency with windows on the northeast corner. So we've done, I feel like, what we've been tasked to do, with the exception of one final issue, and that is an alternative access or an additional access onto Beaver Avenue. I think as we've evaluated this site over a number of years, Beaverdale's been on our radar, and this site proposes a lot of obstacles. It's 0.89 acres, and we're trying to put a neighborhood grocery store on 0.9 acres. If you remember correctly today, the building sits almost in the middle of the parking lot. We are going to demo that building, and we're going to put it on the sidewalk with a patio. And what we've done after discussing it with city staff is bring additional focus to that northeast corner. Although there won't be an access there, we've increased the transparency glass so all pedestrians can look into the building from that corner. We're going to add an awning to where it feels like there is an access onto the sidewalk, and right around the corner there will be our main entrance with a patio just off of Urbandale Avenue. So what we've done in sum after Planning and Zoning Commission is we have decreased the spandrel glass to give it more of a Beaverdale look. We've increased the amount of red brick and ornamental brick on the north and east side buildings, and we've increased the transparent glass to give it more of an urban feel. And as you consider what we've done and the one issue that we were unable to accomplish, please keep in mind that there are a number of site issues that I've mentioned on the site, and Fairway is also operationally concerned about the safety, security, and operational obstacles that come with that additional entrance. We are already attempting to put a neighborhood market in a tough site, but we will also then have to remove fixtures, enter another point of sale, and we've already tried to maximize the space with back room or fixtures to give the neighborhood residents what we think that they want for offerings. We do have a competitor right down the street and another competitor just down the other street. I think one thing we would also ask you to do is we've tried to balance all of the comments given to us today from city staff, from neighborhood businesses, from design elements to access elements to operational elements. And we feel, and I feel like city staff feels like we've done a pretty good job in taking all of these obstacles, again, on a very tough site and hit a 99% home run. So with that, I'll answer any questions you have. This team can answer any additional questions you have, but we'd ask for you to approve our site plan and the alternative design, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we'll take questions from the audience, and you would have 1 minute to speak, up to 7 minutes total. Is there anyone that would like to speak? With that, council questions? Bill?
Nope, I'm ready to make a motion, though.
Okay. Yes, Josh.
Mayor Pro Tem. I've said this, I just want to, I've shared this at least with you, Bill, and I want to both talk about and thank Fairway for the work that they've done to make the street side more transparent and more in line. I think in these neighborhood nodes and these commercial corridors, the accessibility, the walkability, and the design is really important. In this particular case, we're talking about a redevelopment with a very constrained site. And so I just wanted to say that I think it's important, particularly going forward. I get the exception, I get how we got to this point and the work that was done, because eyes on the street, there was a lot of work to increase eyes on the street from the store, and I think that's an important piece. They just weren't able to get to the access point. And I get the exception in this case, but I want to be specific that I think this is the appropriate process, that I think staff was right to keep pushing on an access door on the main corridor, and that this is an exception, not a new rule going forward. And that this reflects the unique circumstances and the challenges of this particular site, and as well as the fact that Fairway took a number of important steps to make their design more consistent with those recommendations. So I wanted to just say that before we voted, and I plan on supporting this as well.
Thank you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, thank you very much for your comment.
Mayor Pro Tem, I just have one question. From the northeast corner of the building to the entrance on Urbandale, how many steps do you suppose that is? Approximate.
From the northeast corner to the entrance,
Yeah.
60 to 70 feet.
So,
20 steps.
Yeah, about 20 steps.
20 steps. I think from Urbandale, I think we had it at 40 to 50, so it would be 15 steps plus or minus 10 steps maybe.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Carl.
Thank you, Carl. Bill?
There's no other comments. I want to just get all this so that it gets encapsulated in our decision here. This has been going on since you first came to the Beaverdale Neighborhood Association in June of last year. We have seen the excitement just completely explode in Beaverdale. I I can't go anywhere without somebody asking, when is Fairway going to open in Beaverdale? I was at church yesterday, and I got about half a dozen requests about that then, too. It's exciting to see the work that's gone in so far to get something in that will be a tremendous magnet in the Beaverdale Business District. As we've gone through this process, we started out with the first city hurdle, and that was trying to put a median cut on Urbandale. And Traffic and Transportation ultimately said no. Okay, so they rebounded, went to Plan B, and came up with an entrance coming off 41st Place. Ran into quite a few hurdles there. Finally came back, we approved that, and moving forward. Now the issue is one door. I want to tell you that they have been, Fairway, probably the most accommodating vendor I have ever seen come before my time on the council. They have bent every which way. They have been with meetings with the neighbors, with city staff. It's one meeting after another to accommodate one more thing, and one more thing, and one more thing. The last hurdle here is a door on Beaver. I almost say it's an anomaly because we have a couple other businesses. Saints doesn't have a door on Urbandale, and Ace Hardware actually has a door that angles out towards their parking lot and give a brief view out to the sidewalk. There's a precedent's already set there. If you're a fan of human nature like I am, if I'm going for a walk, and I'm going to go to Fairway, and I'm coming from the south along Beaver, the first thing I'm going to do is cut across the parking lot to get to the front. I'm not going to go through all the way down to Urbandale to turn into a door that I have to waste steps. Coming from the north, heading south on Beaver, same thing. I'm going to angle right on over to the door. I'm not going to take extra steps to go over there. That's human nature. Now, if I'm coming down Urbandale, heading east, you bet I'm right in the door right there. And coming from west or heading west on Urbandale, to take a left there or go straight and turn in the door, same amount of steps. So to try and impose a pedestrian-friendly entrance, I think they've already done that. And Carl, to your accolades, they have a bicycle rack right out in front of the store. They have parking. They have a drive-through. This is every bit of convenience that we as a neighborhood would love to see. And so I have been in this process for over a year now, and I'm respecting the wishes of all the Beaverdale community, so I'm going to move that we approve, it's going to be 3A, approve the appeal by Fairway Stores of having a door on Beaver.
Thank you, Bill. With that, City Clerk, please take roll.
We can't push a button.
Oh, sorry.
Six yes, motion carries.
Thank you. Thank you, Fairway. With that, we'll move on to item 3I. This is communication from Juan Cadnelius advising of his resignation from the Des Moines Civil and Human Rights Commission, Seat 1, effective May 31st, 2021. A is recommendation from Mayor County to appoint Chris Epperstein to the Des Moines Civil and Human Rights Commission, Seat 1, ending on April 1st, 2024. Any comments?
I'll move item 3I.
Thank you, Carl.
A.
3I and 3IA, please vote.
Six yes, motion carries.
Thank you for attending this short council meeting. We'll now recess and hold our council work session.
I'll move to recess, Your Honor.
Thank you. A voice vote, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We're now in recess and we'll hold our work session.